Letter 69. A letter to Harith Alhamadani. Never forsake the orders, instructions and advice given by the Holy Quran, so far as presumptions of actions and things, lawful, legitimate and allowable or unlawful, forbidden and prohibited are concerned. Accept the rulings of the Holy Book. Confirm and testify the truth said before religions of ancient prophets. Take lessons from history for your future, because history often repeats itself, and future nations of the world will mostly follow the footsteps of those who have passed. But this whole world is going to end, and every individual has to leave it someday or the other. Keeping in mind the might of God, be particularly careful not to swear by him, unless you are taking an oath for a true and lawful affair. Always remember death, and the life after death, but never wish for death. If you want to face death, then do it for a great cause. Try to avoid all those things which a man may like for himself, and may grudge for others. Abstain from an action which you will have to do covertly and secretly, and which you feel ashamed to do openly. Refrain from a deed which you will have to accept as evil or bad, or for which you will have to tender an apology or excuse. Do not acquire a bad reputation, and do not allow your good reputation to be sullied. Do not mention hearsay things as authenticated facts. Such a practice will be sufficient for you to be regarded by others as liar. Do not develop the habit of contradicting and falsifying others on every occasion. It is a disgusting habit. Have a control on your temper. If you have power to retaliate, then forgive and forget. When in anger, be forbearing, patient and tolerant. When you are in possession of wealth, power and authority, then be forgiving, merciful and compassionate. These traits will help you to gain your salvation. Be sincerely thankful for all the blessings which the merciful God has granted you. Pray for their continuance. Do not misuse them, and do not waste them, and you must show by your deeds the extent of your obligations to him for his blessings. Remember that among the faithful Muslims, the best is he who gives out alms and charities on his own behalf and on behalf of his family and his property. Whatever you spend in this way is something that you send in advance for your life after death. You will then receive the reward of such deeds, and whatever you leave here will be used by others, and you will get no benefit out of it. Avoid the company of men who are weak in their decisions and views, who are superstitious and wicked, because people are judged by the company they keep. If possible, try to live in large cities, because they are the centers of Islamic culture and Islamic traditions. Avoid places where time is wasted in pastimes and amusements, where there are concentrations of ignorant people, and where you find scarcity of companions or lack of society and surroundings to carry on your religious functions. Keep yourself busy with your work, and do not frequent abodes meant for vicious pursuits, because they are centers of the activities of Satan, and the places which spread vice and wickedness. Always look to the conditions of people, not so well off as you are, because observation of their lives and positions will make you more content with your lot in life, and more thankful to God for it. Never start on a travel on Fridays without attending Friday prayers, unless you are going out for jihad, the holy war, or there is no alternative for you but to set out. In all of your affairs, keep the thought of God in your mind, and act according to his commands and interdictions, because obedience to his orders has priority over every other thing. By various means and in various ways persuade yourself towards prayers, but do not be hard with yourself. Be gentle and persuasive. When you are free from other duties, and you are having good health, then spend your free hours in prayers. But the question of offering daily prayers 5 times a day is a different question. They have to be offered compulsorily and in time. Take care that such a calamity may not overtake you, that while you are trying to ignore religion and God, and are running after a vicious world, death overtakes you. Avoid the company of wicked people, because bad company allures a person towards evil ways. Always keep the might and majesty of God in view, and be a friend of his friends. Be afraid of your own anger, because out of the armies of Satan man's anger is its strongest force.